Eagles. It's Mrs. Flynn. This week we're going to be practicing two sounds. The first sound is the hard and the soft C sound. Now, you all know what sound the letter C makes, right? It makes the sound k, like in the word cat. But did you know that the letter C can also make another sound? And I have a special song to help you remember what that other sound is and when to use it. So the letter C most of the time makes the sound k, but sometimes when we have a soft C sound, it makes the sound S, kind of like an S. So there are three special letters that we need to look out for after the letter C in a word to figure out if it makes the k sound or the s sound. So here's a song to help you out. And it goes like this. There are three letters that soften C, E-I-E-I-Y. The same three letters soften G, E-I-E-I-Y. Do you think you can sing that song with me? I think you can. Let's try it together. Here we go. There are three letters that soften C, E-I-E-I-Y. The same three letters soften G, E-I-E-I-Y. Very good. Awesome job. So that song means that when a C has the letter E after it, the letter I after it, or the letter Y after it, it makes the S sound or the soft C sound. So here's a couple examples of words that have a soft C sound. The first one is the word city. City. If I look at that word, I see the letter I after the C. And that was one of the letters in my song that softens the letter C. The letters were E, I, or Y. The next one is actually a really cool word because it has a soft C and a hard C in it. So let's take a look at that word. We have the word cycle. Cycle. And if I look after the first C in the word cycle, I see a Y. That was one of my clues that I have a soft C sound. So I need to make sure that I'm using the S sound when I read the beginning of that word. But look, there's another C. And do you see an E, an I, or a Y after that C? I don't. I see an L. So that means that second C in the word cycle makes the k sound. So we have cycle. Cycle. And that could be like a bicycle, or the picture that I have for you there is the life cycle of a frog or another animal. And the last word we have to look at as an example today is the word celery. Celery. I hope that you're eating lots of celery and other vegetables while you're home during quarantine. So the word celery, I see the letter E after the C. Was that one of my special letters, E, I, or Y? Yes, it is. So that means I'm going to make a S sound. All right, are you ready to practice? So next, I'm going to show you a word, and I want you to look at the letter that comes after the letter C in that word and see, see, get it? C, letter C. See if you can figure out if it has a hard C sound or a soft C sound, and read the word out loud. Let's try it. Okay, here's your first word. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Look at the letter that I have in purple that's underlined. Was that one of the three letters from our song, E, I, or Y? If it's not one of those letters, then it's going to be a k sound. So take a few seconds, figure out what it is. All right, that word does not have an E, I, or Y after the letter C. So that means it's going to be the k sound. And the word is cart. Were you able to figure it out? Great job. If not, that's okay. Keep practicing. All right, let's look at our next one. Oh, here we go. Okay, look at that letter I have underlined again. Is it an E, I, or Y? One of those three sounds from our song. If it is, it's going to make the S sound. If it's not, then it's a K sound. See if you can figure it out. And that word, it does have a soft C sound or soft C sound because the E comes after the C. So it should make the S sound. That word is scent. Scent. Now that's not something that you smell with your nose. That word means like quarters and nickels and dimes and coins that you would use to have some sense. All right, let's do two more together. This one, again, look at the purple underlined letter. Is it an E, I, or Y? If it is, soften that C. If it's not, make it hard. A hard C sound. Do we have an E, I, or Y? No, we don't. So that means it's going to be a K sound. And this word is the word cut. One more word, little eagles. Now this is kind of a tricky one because the letter C comes at the end part of the word, but look at the letter that's after it. Is it an E, an I, or a Y? If it is, the C makes the S sound. And that word is the word face. Face. How many were you able to get, little eagles? Great job practicing. Now, here are some other ways that you can practice at home too. Last week, I showed you how to make a sorting activity with the letters AU and AW. You can do the same thing for words that have a hard C or a soft C. Ask a grown-up to help you find a couple words on the internet, draw them on a piece of paper, cut them apart, and sort them into the categories. You can also look through books and see if you can find any words that have a hard C or a soft C in them, kind of like a scavenger hunt. Lots of ways to practice at home, little eagles. Keep singing that song to help you remember. And also remember to work hard, be nice, and take no shortcuts. See you soon. Bye-bye.